Hello and welcome. I'm Jenny Hall. Thanks for joining me for another card making tutorial. Today I'd like to share an alternative idea with the May 2018 Paper Pumpkin Kit. It's called Manly Moments and is a wonderful kit. Have you guys noticed that paper pumpkin kits have been getting better and better? I love working with them. To subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, look in the video description below and follow the links, or go over to my blog at jennystampsup.com and click the paper pumpkin icon on the sidebar. Here's a look at what is inside the kit this month. There are lots of stickers, a wonderful stamp set, and 2 different designed types of projects. Now there's also matching envelopes, there's die cuts that are laser cut from the paper, and some fancy fold card bases. I like to take the card bases and the envelopes, deconstruct them, and use it for pattern paper in other projects as well. As a perk for all of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, I offer them 4 alternative projects free. It's free PDF tutorial, and they can use their items from inside the kit to be able to make other ideas. I also sell the tutorial. Just go over to my blog and click the tutorials page for more information. I decided to not do the typical card with this kit for an alternative card. Instead, I turned it from a nice pleasant daytime to an evening scene, kind of like the skyline would be evening. So to do that, I can take the colors that are already present and just mute them down. Because these are some warm shades, then I chose the warm gray in Stampin' Up's color collection called Gray Granite. And it is perfect to add just a muted tone to the already nice colors. I'm adding also a little bit more blue depth because the sky is going to be reflecting into the water. And this little piece of mint macaron now looks like it would be reflecting of the skyline and a nice deep dark blue. As you can see, these are stickers and they're easy to come up, easy to color. You could use a brayer or you can use anything you like to color them. For my evening sky background, I'm going to perform the watercolor smushing technique. If you follow my channel, then you know that's one of my go-tos to create a background because it's so fun and it's very natural looking. I like to start with the light colored inks and work my way toward the dark color because I want light colors to be all over, but the dark colors are more naturally just in a smaller amount of space. So I'm using 3 different variations of blue. First, use a light blue. Now this was the medium blue. And now I'm going to work my way towards the dark blue. A word of caution: when using your Stampin' Spritzer on this type of technique, be careful that the force of the spritzer doesn't spray all over your work surface because you may have something that you want to protect. Ask me how I know and I'll tell you. So the last color I added was Night of Navy, and I really made it diluted because I want the Night of Navy to not be, I don't want it to soak in and cover up the other colors. I want it to layer on top of the colors, which is why I dried the paper with the heat tool in between applications of color. To add some variation to this already pretty background, I first did a little bit of splattering with the colors that were already on my little laminated paper, and now with the ink refill of the Stampin' Up white craft ink, I'm diluting some of the white, and I'm just doing the same kind of splatter things. And now I'm going to do the same thing but not dilute the ink. If you notice, the white diluted ink doesn't show up so much, but the straight undiluted white shows up very well, and it stays. It doesn't fade out so much. So that's why I chose to use two different types of white from that craft ink. And I'm using just a facial tissue to make sure that there was no excess on the back, on the front. On the back, to adhere down to my card base, is some tear and tape. Because tear and tape is one of the strongest adhesives that I have to use, I like to use it on watercolor paper. So now here are the stickers, and I'm going as a guide with the instructions that were given in the paper pumpkin kit, just adding them down whichever way I can. Now, what's different about a night or evening skyline is that the tree line is usually black or very close to black. So the easiest way I can get the color as deep and dark as I need to is to apply the Memento Tuxedo black stamp pad directly to this really thick sticker. And I've just used a piece of scratch paper to make sure I don't get it everywhere. It dried up pretty fast, but do be careful to allow it a few minutes to dry. I've raised that up on some mini Stampin' Dimensionals that come in the paper pumpkin kit. It always comes with adhesive, and it's kind of working together. I like how the dark water is reflecting of the skyline, and it's still got that nice light airy quality to it instead of just pitch black. For the sentiment, I am kind of sticking with the intention of the kit, and I'm going to first place these two little stamps on where I plan to stamp them, and then I'll pick them up with the clear block. Paper pumpkin kits come with a clear block when you first get your subscription. This is the low profile block that comes with it, and I use this block all the time because it doesn't distort the images. It's like almost half of the depth of the other regular clear blocks, and I find myself using this paper pumpkin block very frequently. Because I had the black out and I have black at the bottom, I chose to stamp my sentiments in black. Although the kit does come with some mossy meadow, I thought black would work out very well to keep the dark themes of this project. In the kit are also some die-cut banners that I gave a little fold to in order to help them stand up a bit. And then I'm adhering this to the front of the card, and it's very simple. This is a fun technique that I was able to use in order to change this project from a day scene into an evening scene. Techniques are fun, and techniques are a break from crafting and having to make a lot of cards. But what I like the best about Paper Pumpkin's materials is that I have the ability to change them, and they hold up very well. They adapt themselves really well to making different products, different projects. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like this alternative. I do offer the tutorial on my blog for this, and I also offer this 4-pack tutorial every month that I do. Just check my tutorials page on my blog and it'll give you more information. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.
Hi, my name is Trip. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.